Hello everyone, Roger Balzer here. Today I want to talk about being on your deathbed and it's too late to make a wish list. That's a thought that went through my head as I drove home after receiving a call from the Florida State Highway Patrol officer telling me my daughter was just hit by a semi-truck. She was being rushed into surgery. It was 12:30 in the afternoon. I was standing at the customer service counter waiting to turn in the receipt for turning in my big bag of change, turning in the dollar bills, when I got an emergency call on my cell phone saying, "Mr. Balzer, can you please hold for the Florida State Highway Patrol?" I was confused. Florida State Highway Patrol? Well, an officer came on and said, "Mr. Balzer, I hope you're sitting down. Your daughter has been in an accident. She was T-boned by a semi-truck driver while making a left-hand turn." Imagine the look on my face at that time. I quickly stepped out of line and frantically headed to my car. I did speak to my daughter for a minute, who was barely coherent. They were taking her in to the emergency surgery for glass embedded in her arm and to check her internal organs. Disoriented? Hell, that doesn't even begin to describe the experience that I was starting. A drive back to my home was the longest 10 minutes of my life. I walked in and told my wife what happened and immediately booked the next flight to Orlando, Florida from Cleveland. I was able to get a ride from the airport to the hospital, all within 6 hours of receiving the call that really changed our life. Needless to say, during the flight, I had a lot of time to think. As my mind drifted to the worst case situation, the vast majority of the thoughts I had boiled down to regrets. I wish I had spent more time with our daughter. I wish I had hugged her more. I wish. In the end, despite the trauma of being hit by a semi-truck driver at a speed of greater than 65 miles an hour, she walked out of the hospital after 6 days and is now fully recovered. But at that time, lost in my thoughts on the plane, I had no idea what to expect over the following weeks as it became clear my daughter was going to make a full recovery and be able to continue her career trying to become a U.S. Navy pilot. Now, my thoughts shifted from the regrets I had at the beginning of her life to what regrets I might have at the end of my own. I bet I'll wish I spent more time with my family, I thought. That I did more trips with friends. That I took more creative risks at work. I wish I took more time to listen to and laugh and hug my children and my wife. So I made myself a little deathbed wish list. You may be wondering why? Because when you're on your deathbed, it's just too damn late. Similarly, waiting until a spouse or a child is gone to share more hugs makes about as much sense as waiting until your house is in cinders to buy a fire extinguisher. What if instead of waiting for a near miss or worse, an unspeakable tragedy, we simply started ticking off items on that wish list? Do it today, starting today. Now I'm looking forward to your feedback about this, as well as always, please send me your comments via email to roger@balzerwealth.com. Know that I read them, and each and every one of them. That's roger@balzerwealth.com. And as a little side note, my daughter did get fully recovered and is going through flight school right now down in Pace, Florida, in helicopter training. So make your wish list now. Don't have an I wish list on your deathbed. Until next time, make it a great day.